Pushers. It's your girl Candace Nicole, where we're here to push to glow. Ooh, I was so excited to film this video. Dear employer, there is some things that I just have to say. And I know for a fact there is a lot of employees who's going to feel where I'm coming from. First, let's dive into it's an agreement between the two. When you gave me that offer and I also accepted it, it's because I also see you as a fit for my schedule, my lifestyle. That doesn't mean you turn around and feel like my life revolves around the job now. Or you own me. Or you feel entitled to belittle me and act like I don't have the right to speak up for myself in circumstances where I feel like you are belittling my intelligence. If you are providing criticism in those reviews, those surveys, expect to get criticism in return. If you cannot handle it of accepting that criticism in return, then be selective of what you're requesting out of me. Because I have feelings, I'm human, I'm going to make mistakes, and also you're going to make mistakes. Nobody's a computer. So when you're sitting there at the drop of a hat, just making changes on changes at rapid speed, again, I'm not a computer. I'm a human. So please take that into consideration. I get it. It's a business, but also you need to make your employees feel valued. And that's also by showing empathy. So if something's going on in their personal life, there's going to be times where the work is going to be affected a little bit. No one's a machine. Every day is not going to be 100%. Just as if when you come in and you say, hey guys, I'm not having the best morning, your employees are not going to have the best morning as well. And I also want to talk about PTO time. When leadership takes off, no one gives them any backlash whatsoever. But when their employees who's under them take off, it's like it's World War III. Why do I have to feel like it's a battle when I take my time off, but when it's time for you to take your time off, there's no questions asked? I'm working just like you are. I deserve the time off just like you. Okay? Don't forget that. Especially if to your best employees. They deserve that time off. So don't get fixated on their work ethic that they bring to the table and then you all discombobulated when they take off because now you got to deal with your employees who slack off. Don't drain your best employees, because then they feel exhausted. Then they don't feel valued. Now they looking for the escape route at this point. Also, speaking of valuing your employees, they deserve more than pizza and potlucks. My goodness. Why can't some days be seafood? Why we can't have catered seafood? Why can't we have catered hibachi? Somebody coming in or you taking us out and they cooking. Make your employees feel as if they don't want to leave because they feel like they're valued at a high level, and creating those memories and also giving them more excitement to want to stay. I also want to touch on favoritism. We can see that. It's okay that people have connections and they're close to other coworkers and things in that sort. But give that same energy back to everyone else, because everybody else, you know, as a whole, right? The company is as a whole. So, for example, if someone that you see is taking frequent breaks or taking longer breaks, but you don't say nothing to them because that's your homie at the job, don't be giving crap to the other employee who's doing the same. Also, with that being said, leadership, what you set forth is what people is going to follow. So if you're goofing off and you feel like you can have that time to goof off, people gonna pick that up and be like, I can do it too. Stop with the favoritism, guys, because that creates the high turnover rates. When people see that, that creates those retention rates. One last thing I wanted to talk about is bonuses. Your employees deserve to be compensated. For example, if they are going above and beyond, compensate them for it. I'm pretty sure there's somewhere in the budget that a bonus, whether it's a yearly bonus every 5 months, give your employees something to look forward to so that drive can keep them motivated to keep going every day they come in, you know? It's okay. So don't be afraid to compensate your employees. I mean, you are open to suggestions, but don't want to take the suggestions to keep your employees there. Have an open ear. When you guys have those surveys, or be open to have those discussions when you're given that opportunity to your employees, please listen, because they're letting you know what's going to keep them there. And I was going to do an oracle message, but I thought it would be perfect that I do a poem. I have not written a poem in a while, and I decided to, so I want to share with you guys in regards to this. So stick around. Okay, here's the poem. Dear employer, there are some things I want to get off my chest. I want to remind you that it's a partnership to the offer that I said yes. For the role, we both had to evaluate if I was the right fit. But that didn't mean that I forgot I had a life outside of it. So when I volunteer for extra hours, remember that choice is still mine. Because I don't want to hear shit when I request my PTO time. Don't control my request for your benefit as if it's something I didn't earn. But it's okay for you to feel entitled to yours when it's your turn. See, the problem starts when you act like you own me. Because now I'm finding solutions to set my ass free. My sympathy starts turning into call-ins. My work on the clock turns into me applying. My motivation turned into a lack of effort, affecting production that was once measured. I am here to get my check. I didn't sign up to be stressed. So you can keep your reviews and your compliance threats. Because my resume should have also shown you that I have the ability to move on. And if you keep pushing me, I won't be at your place of employment for too long. Whew. Guys, I hope y'all felt that, because I've had a history of employers pressing my buttons. I've always been a great worker, and any employer would tell you that. And when I would put in my 2 weeks because I didn't feel valued and they pushed me there, they always wanted to have a discussion like, can we change your mind? What happened? But when you burn out somebody, they just burned out. So always, guys, put yourself first. Your mental health is important as well. Don't let these jobs drain you. It's not worth it at the end of the day. Your health is just important as your bills. So I'm glad that I was here to release today. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. So see you guys next time, and take care.